guys, welcome back to my channel. My name's Natalia. If you're new here, today I'm going to be doing a March TBR video, but this video is going to be a little bit different because I am going to be sharing my plans for my TBR, but also as well we're going to be randomly number generating some more picks from this shelf. Both of these have like to be read books on them, but I'm going to focus on this shelf. If you hear any background noise, I have my littlest Adeline with me and she's currently playing with a box, so I'm sure that's very loud and annoying, so I won't apologize in advance, but there's not much I can do, okay? I'm a stay-at-home mom. I gotta watch her. Anyway, I just wanted to go ahead and film this video because today is actually the 29th of February and tomorrow's March 1st, so I was like, you know what, it would be so fun. Also, I'm sorry if it shakes. She's gonna mess with my tripod here. Anyways, tomorrow's the 1st, so I wanted to get the video up. Anyways, so yeah, I wanted to get this video up for March 1st, so I'm sorry about the background noise once again. But anyways, let's go ahead. So I have 5 books. No, 6. I'm sorry. I have 6 books. I have 6 books already picked out for the TBR for this month. So we're going to generate 4 picks because I can usually, maybe we'll do 6 more. Maybe we'll do 6 because I can do about 12 to 15 books a month, but I am planning on reading 2 very big books this month. So I was like, realistically, I want to say 10, but we'll do 12 just so we have different options. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to number generate out of 100 because I'm sure there might even be more than 100 on this bookshelf, but I'm not going to count. So what I'm going to do is if I get, like, say I get 100 and I pass all of the books, I'm going to just start recounting, if that makes sense. I don't know if that makes any sense. I'll do 150 actually because I'm certain there's more than 100 books on here. No, we'll do 100. We'll do 100. So anyways, we're going to do 100. So the minimum is going to be 1 and then the max will be 100 and I'm going to generate a number. So the first number is number 6. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to skip the ones that I've read and then count, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Anyways, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it landed on Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan, but I actually cannot read that because that is that the first one in the series? I think that's the second one. Let me double check to make sure. I think this is the second one in a series, so I won't be able to read this one because I haven't read the first one. No, Long Shot is the first one. Ah! Okay, I had it backwards on my shelf. But anyways, Long Shot is going to be our first pick for the month. I actually started this a while ago, but it was very dark, so I put it down because I wasn't in the mood for it, but I'm excited to read it nonetheless. So we're going to add that to the TBR, and we're going to go over all of the books in the end. I just want to get them picked and out of the way. So that was 1. 5 more to go. I'm going to generate a number. Okay, the number is 62. So here we go. 1, 2. So number 62 is To Kill a Kingdom by Alexandria Christio. I don't know how to say that. I believe it's like a little YA fantasy mermaid retelling, but I will read all of the synopsis at the end. So that's 4 more. Generate. Okay, number 88. Here we go again. I'm so excited. Number 88 was Honey and Spice by Bobolo. I don't know how to say it. I'm so excited for this one. One of my favorite YouTubers. She's counting the books. One of my favorite YouTubers, Books and Lala, really liked this book. I believe she rated it 4 or 5 stars. So I'm really excited for this one. That baby is so loud. Okay, 3 down, 3 more to go. Generate 83. Actually, okay, so since I know 80 is at the bottom, I'm gonna start from the bottom this time and work my way up, if that makes sense. I'm just vibing here, okay? Okay, number 88 is A Curse So Dark and Lonely by Brigid Kemmerer. Is this the girl that wrote Defy the Dawn? Or, I mean... Anyways, I believe this is a Beauty and Beast retelling. It's also another fantasy. Oh, yeah. Stephanie Garber blurbed it, and she said an intensely original retelling of Beauty and the Beast. Okay, cool. Excited. 2 more. Generate 71. Okay, we'll start from here. By Toni Morrison. This is like one that I picked up in a little free library, and I believe it has to do with kind of like racial injustice, to be very honest and frank with you, which I'm excited to read because this is a classic Toni Morrison book, and I've never read anything by Toni Morrison, but I know she's so important to literature, so excited for that one. And I'm so excited that it's small because I have a big stack going here. Okay, last one. Generate number 28. I'm sorry that this is not focusing. This is probably the most ratchet TBR video you've seen. So, let's go. Okay. There's a slim chance that I'm actually going to read this month, to be very honest with you, and you'll see why I say that. This is one of those books I've been putting off because it is a 700-page romance book, which is like, okay. It's like, okay, once you see what I'm reading, you're going to be like, that shouldn't be a huge deal. But for some reason, I've been putting this off. This is The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. If you know, you know. This is a biggie. This is a chunky. So, we'll see if I get to it. But let's go over our books for this month. Oh my gosh. These are the 6 that are randomly generated. So we have A Long Shot by Kennedy Ryan. This is a basketball romance. I know that it has darker themes in it. I believe it's dealing with domestic violence because I did read a bit of this. And there's a kid involved, and it's like very, very heavy stuff. Yeah, so I'm kind of scared, but I know these books are very loved. And I'm excited to read it nonetheless, even if I'm scared. The Wall of Winnipeg and Me. This is a football romance, I'm pretty sure. I heard it's super slow burn. It's like people's holy grail Mariana Zapata book, which I'm excited in that aspect, but this is just a chunker, and I'm a bit afraid, so... Next is The Bluest Eye by Toni Morrison. This one will get read this month because 1, it's a classic. 2, I've never read anything by Toni Morrison. And 3, I feel like it's an important book to have in my arsenal. So I'm excited to read this one. Like I said, I think it has to do with racial injustice. A young black girl prays every day for beauty, mocked by the other children for dark skin, curly hair, and brown eyes. Okay, my camera just fell. Sorry if the angle changed, but yeah, the camera just fell. So anyways, I was saying this has to do with, like, I don't know, racial injustice of some sort, and I'm excited to have it in my arsenal, like I said. This is To Kill a Kingdom. This has been on my TBR forever, so I am happy to get it off, but I believe this is a Ursula Little Mermaid retelling. I also believe it's YA, so. Honey and Spice. I love this cover. I think it is such a vibe. I'm just excited to have a black romance. That's going to be 2 black romances this month that you're going to see. And I just love adding those into my arsenal because I feel like I read a lot of romance with, you know, 2 white people, but not a lot of like black romance or like a mixed romance like me. So I just love to add it to my arsenal. So Honey and Spice, I don't know what it's about. I just know it's a romance, or I think it is at least. And then my last pick was A Curse So Dark and Lonely, which I'm so excited for this one. This is a series, and it's also a Beauty and the Beast retelling, and I just saw that it was blurred by Stephanie Garber, so that's insane. So yeah. That is that on those. And then the ones that I have picked out, I really tried to stay to my physical TBR this month because I have a lot to get through. But to be very honest with you, 2 of these books I know are going to get read this month, and you'll see why I say that. But a lot of these are just for options. That makes sense. So None of This Is True by Lisa Jewell. This book is so highly rated, and I'm really wanting to get to it. It says that when a famous podcaster interviews a stranger promising to divulge the story of a lifetime, secrets emerge that threaten to expose the truth of the lives they've both worked so hard to project and protect. I'm sorry, I can't read. But yeah, this sounds so good. Also, this came to me in August, this book of the month, and I still haven't read it, so I was like, that's probably not even the worst book of the month book on my shelf, but it's time to read it, especially because I believe this is like highly rated on Goodreads. Like everybody I'm friends with on Goodreads rates it no more than a 4 or 5 stars. Truly. So we're gonna get to that. I picked this book up at the thrift store the other day. Please tell me this is not the cutest cover you've ever seen. This is Cooking for Mr. Latte. So I know this is so weird to add to my TBR. It's such an older book. I believe it was published in 2003. But I thrift over half of the books that I own, and I was like, you need to start reading those random books that you just cover thrift. So I picked this up. I have no idea what it's about. It says A Food Lover's Guide to Relationships and Recipes, and there's even little recipes in this book that I thought was so cute. And if you know me, you know I love cookbooks, I love food, I love reading, and I love romance. So I had to get it, you guys. I had to. The next two books are actually library books. I know I said I was trying to stick to my physical TBR, but I do have to return these soon. So I have A Love Song for Ricky Wilde. This is Tia Williams' new release that just came out in February. She is the author of 7 Days in June, and that book was 5 stars. Another beautiful book about Black love, and this is another one that I'm super excited to read. So reading vlog soon for these. And then I also picked up The Prison Healer that I want to finish this month. This is also in a series. It's a YA like fantasy series. I don't know exactly what it's about, but it is blurred by the queen herself, Sarah J. Maas. So I had to get it. And then the last 2 books are the reason I'm telling you that stack of books is for options. These are getting read this month because the 5th one in the series comes out next month. So I have to finish, and look at these. These are fat books, you guys. So this is the 3rd and 4th book in the Boys of Tommen universe. This is Redeeming 6 and Saving 6. These are about Joey and Alfie. If you have read Binding 13 or Keeping 13, you know that Joey is Shannon's brother, who I believe has like a drug addiction, to be very honest with you. And his girlfriend is like an angel. She's an angel in those first 2 books. So I'm excited to dive into their relationship. I heard these are... Please tell me this is not the most hot mess TBR video you've ever seen. Please comment it down below if it is. Anyway. The Boys of Tommen series was one of my top favorite books ever written. I think about it daily. I genuinely do. That book was heartbreaking as much as it was like an amazing story. So I'm excited to dive into Joey's story. And I'm going to be just spending time with these books this month. So these are both like 700-page romance books. So if I don't get to anything else, I know these will be read because, like I said, the new one comes out in April. But yeah, that is my TBR stack. It's kind of fat. I should have done just 10, but you know what? It's good to have options. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was such a hot mess. It's hard to film videos with kids running around, but especially when they're one, okay? When they're one and they're constantly wanting you, it's even harder. So anyways, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. Comment down below what you are reading this month and if I should read it too. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.